the question is, how do I get out of a difficult position? And it's not easy, but it's actually very easy if you think about it. Let me use an example. I have a very expensive car, I have very expensive shoe account, and I have an expensive house. I use 40–50% of my income to repay my debt. I have some savings that I do, and I like my lifestyle, and I spend about 30–40% of my income on my lifestyle. So what do I do to actually manage that situation? I think that's where the trick comes in, to actually say you have to downscale. You have to actually change the way you do things. First of all, is that if you have a fancy car, sell it, buy a cheaper one. If you have the house that you cannot afford, sell it, buy down. Because a house that you cannot afford is never an asset. A car that you cannot afford is just making you bankrupt. Shoes that you cannot afford is not on. So unless you have a choice, either you scale down or you end up with a position where it will be done for you. So which one do you choose? Would you actually rather do it yourself and manage the process, which will be easier, or do you wait for somebody else to actually do it for you, where you'll actually lose those benefits as well? Let me use an example. A friend of mine was retrenched the other day, and what he actually said is that I have a choice. I don't know what my income is going to be, and I have a house, I have a car. He sold his car. He actually bought a very cheap vehicle to get to and from work. He actually sold his house, and he was lucky to sell it very quickly, and he rented a property. He actually managed out of that to be debt free. So he created space for him for 6 months where he could actually just maneuver. The stress levels reduced immediately, and what happens after 6 months? He found a job and he actually worked his way up. Now 2 years later, he's in a better position than what he was before. So the lesson here is that if you're in a situation, make a plan, take action, do it now, because that's always the best action.